Karina here from MoBuzz TV on Friday the 1st of December with some email news for you. It's official. According to a recent European Union study, more than half of all email is spam. But there seems to be confusion over just how much that over half is. As cited in Ars Technica, the study says that between 50 and 80% of email received from within the EU is spam, a rather rough figure. For email outside the EU, they seem more certain it is 2/3. The study shows that only 2 nations have made any progress against spam, and the advances are legislative, not technological. The Dutch and the Finnish just went out and basically fined the hell out of people, and it worked. Spam filters, it seems, remain disappointing. In other email news, federal regulations go into effect in the US today that would require, for legal reasons, that businesses and some legal entities keep electronic records of just about everything, including emails and IMs sent by their employees, and even digital photos of the workplace taken by employees on their phones. The point of all this is to provide information in the discovery process of any legal proceedings, but it looks to be quite a potential headache for large companies. Well, enough about email for the moment, let's talk about some music stuff. We told you before about Wikipedia's classical music downloads page, so here's Classical Goodness Part 2, the not quite so cool sequel. MuseOpen.com is a classical music repository started by student Aaron Dunn. People can submit their recordings to then be freely available to whoever. It's also got this cool little radio feature and an educational section, so that's nice. Interestingly, it really seems made for college and university orchestras to submit to, giving them an additional performance venue in a way. Which is great, because then if you're really lucky, you can listen to Mozart, complete with out-of-tune violins and occasionally squeaky trumpets. If you're a band geek, it'll really take you back. We picked up a fun tidbit about Apple today. It seems that Apple is the choice of the older generation, the silver surfers, the geriatric cybernauts. That shiny, sleek, pretty design isn't doing it so much for the kids as for their parents. Nearly half of Mac owners are 55 and over. However, these are very with it grannies, because the average Mac user is also apparently much more mobile. More than half of Apple households have a laptop compared to 30% for PC homes. In random science news, researchers at the University of Leeds have made a major breakthrough in the study of déjà vu. They still haven't figured out what causes the sensation, but they have ruled out what doesn't. Now, the old theory was that it was caused by a lag in visual processing between one eye and the other, making you feel as though you'd seen a thing twice because, in a way, your brain kind of had. But that had quite a monkey wrench thrown into it when they found a subject who experienced déjà vu but was blind. The feeling of familiarity was just as strong but triggered by touch, hearing, and smell instead. Of course, you and I know it's just a glitch in the Matrix. In even more random science news, Stephen Hawking the other day said that the only hope for the long-term survival of the human race is to colonize other planets. 'Cause if we don't blow ourselves up first, Earth will eventually suffer something catastrophic and become uninhabitable. The tricky part, according to him, will be traveling there. Now, those folks may have had warp speed, but we'll have to use matter-antimatter annihilation. But that way we'll be able to travel just under the speed of light. That seems like a lot of work, though. Wouldn't it just be easier to stop destroying it ourselves and, I don't know, call in Bruce Willis for any asteroids in the future? That is MoBuzz TV for today, and have a good weekend. That's it. Just have a good weekend.